The overthinking trap. There's a silent war raging inside your head right now. And if you're like most people, you're losing it one obsessive thought at a time. I still remember the night I almost talked myself out of love. My partner texted, "We need to talk," and within minutes, I'd scripted our entire breakup, complete with imaginary custody battles over our houseplant. The actual conversation? They wanted to try a new pizza place. Your brain is like a paranoid detective. It takes one piece of evidence, a missed call, a weird look, and builds an entire conspiracy theory. And the worst part? You're forced to live through every terrible scenario before anything actually happens. The turning point. Everything changed when I discovered neuroscientists have a name for this torture: thought loops. When you overthink, your brain gets stuck replaying the same neural pathways like a scratched record of anxiety. The more you do it, the deeper those mental ruts become. But here's what nobody tells you: you can literally rewire your brain to escape them. The promise. After years of research and testing every miracle cure, from ancient meditation techniques to cutting-edge psychology, I found what actually works. Not vague advice like "just relax," but battlefield-tested tactics to silence mental noise within minutes. And it all starts with understanding this one brutal truth: why your brain won't shut up. 50,000 years ago, this mental glitch saved your ancestors' lives. Today, it's why you replay that awkward conversation for 3 days straight. Neuroscientists found something terrifying: overthinking physically changes your brain. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, like carving a ski slope for negative thoughts. The evolutionary trap. Your brain has a faulty alarm system. Back in caveman days, imagining 100 ways to die kept you alive. Yeah? That same machinery turns a typo in your work email into a mental horror movie. The amygdala, your brain's panic button, can't tell real threats from imaginary ones. When triggered, it hijacks your rational mind, forcing you to solve problems that don't exist. The 3-second escape hatch. Here's how to break the cycle. The moment you notice spiraling, snap your fingers, literally, and say, "Stop," out loud. This works because 1. The sharp sound interrupts neural patterns. 2. Speaking engages your rational prefrontal cortex. 3. It creates a circuit breaker for obsessive thoughts. Bridge to next section. But what if your brain ignores the stop sign? That's when we deploy the military's secret weapon against overthinking. Military-grade focus tricks. Instant distraction hacks. Navy SEALs use this exact method to stay calm while bullets fly. Your overthinking doesn't stand a chance. There's a scientific reason why chewing gum stops panic attacks. And no, it's not because you choke on your thoughts, though that would be poetic justice. The 5-4-3-2-1 technique, battle-tested. When your mind races, hijack your senses. 5 things you see: that lamp, your coffee stain. For things you touch, your ring, the chair's texture. 3 sounds: AC hum, distant traffic. 2 smells: coffee, your shampoo. 1 taste: last meal's aftertaste. This forces your brain into sensory mode, evicting unwanted thoughts. Pro tip: combine this with slow exhales to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's kill switch for stress. The gum trick, peer-reviewed weirdness. A 2015 study found chewing gum reduces cortisol, stress hormone, by 15%. The rhythmic motion tricks your primitive brain into thinking you're safe and eating, which overrides threat signals. Keep sugar-free gum at your desk, bedstand, and wallet for emergency overthinking. The paradox weapon. Here's how to turn overthinking against itself. When anxious about a decision, set a 2-minute timer and write every possible outcome, even absurd ones. What if I get abducted by aliens mid-presentation? Exaggeration exposes how irrational the spiral is. Your brain gets bored and checks out. Bridge to meditation section. But these are just quick fixes. To truly rewire your brain, we need to talk about what 7.4 million people learned from a man with a beard down to his chest. Meditation's dirty little secrets when mindfulness backfires. Sadhguru's Isha Kriya meditation has gone viral with over 50 million views. But here's what no one tells you: it works too well for some people. Joe Dispenza's students report miraculous healings from his techniques. Yet doctors are noticing a strange side effect that's sending people to the ER. The Isha Kriya paradox. This 11-minute meditation from Sadhguru works like a mental reset button when done correctly. But beginners often make one critical mistake. They treat it like another item on their to-do list. Your brain isn't a microwave. You can't set it for 11 minutes and expect instant enlightenment. The magic happens in the space between the mantras, not the words themselves. Dispenza's dangerous shortcut. Joe Dispenza's "you are the placebo" approach has helped thousands. But neuroscientists warn his "become a new person in 48 hours" method can trigger derealization in sensitive individuals. That tingling sensation during his meditations? It's your nervous system rebooting, not always a comfortable process. Third eye roulette. Search third eye meditation and you'll find thousands claiming it cured their anxiety. What you won't find: the 1% who developed permanent visual disturbances from forcing Kundalini awakenings. Like building muscle, spiritual growth requires rest days too. The safe path forward. 1. Always ground yourself after meditation. Eat something heavy, walk barefoot. 2. If you feel spacey for hours afterward, shorten your sessions. 3. Never mix intense meditation with psychoactive substances. Bridge to final section. All these techniques share one hidden commonality: they're about regaining control. But there's one ultimate method that works when everything else fails. The overthinker's secret weapon, turning flaws into superpowers. The US military trains soldiers to fall asleep in 2 minutes. But the real magic happens when you reverse engineer this trick to stay awake to your own potential. Einstein, Tesla, and Darwin all shared your problem. Their greatest ideas came from the same mental habit that's torturing you right now. The 2-minute sleep hack, repurposed. Here's how Navy SEALs beat insomnia. Relax every facial muscle, then visualize yourself in a canoe on a calm lake. When adapted for overthinkers, this becomes the controlled spiral technique. Instead of fighting racing thoughts, you steer them. 1. Set a timer for 2 minutes. 2. Let your mind race about one specific topic. 3. When alarm sounds, jot down actionable insights. This transforms mental chaos into directed creativity. The genius paradox. A Cambridge study found people with anxiety have 20% more activity in the creativity centers of their brain. Your overthinking is actually hyper-awareness in disguise. The key? Channel it into anticipating problems before they happen, great for entrepreneurs. Noticing subtle patterns others miss, perfect for artists and analysts. Developing contingency plans, your friends would beg you to join their zombie apocalypse team. The ultimate mind shift. Start a worry resume, document every catastrophe your brain predicted that never happened. After 30 days, you'll have irrefutable proof that 1. 90% of imagined disasters never occur. 2. The 10% that do? You handled them better than you thought you would. Your assignment tonight, when your brain starts its midnight marathon, tell it this: if you're going to keep me awake, you better come up with something brilliant. You'll either get genius ideas or fall asleep laughing. Either way, you win.